Hey kids, you're about to listen to a comedy podcast. That means that none of this is medical advice. If you need medical advice or medical care, please contact your doctor.
Welcome to the Jock Doc Podcast,
where we discuss fitness and health and how to incorporate our modern understanding of science and medicine into our daily lives, but without it being so boring. I'm your host, drlennonsmith.com. I'd like to begin by apologizing to our listeners. We've received some feedback about the excessive amount of technical medical terms that I've been using, such as cytomegaly and antiquated and protiquated. So I'll try to temper my terminology to a simpler one in the future. Here to help with that is our producer, Cameron.
Dr. London, we are in a rush. Halloween is so damn close.
Yeah, okay.
And we don't have even a beginning of a costume idea.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it. I refuse, Dr. London, to wait till the last second and end up with one of those Hawk Tua t-shirts that they're selling at Spirit Halloween stores.
Well, so here's...
Because I don't even know if that's a costume. I don't think that girl was wearing that shirt in that TikTok.
No, surely she was. I mean, it's been a while since I saw the viral video. Days or even hours. So you don't want to wait till the last minute to buy that shirt. Do you want to just go buy it now? That's the point.
I want to go buy it now, but then it'll give us time to really brainstorm about what is our costumes. What are our costumes going to be this Halloween? Because if you remember last Halloween, my costume, it was kind of funny. I was in like an orange jumpsuit, basically. Yeah. And I got really deep into character where I actually got I basically hung around in one room like as if it was a prison.
It was so spooky. It was one of the most spooktacular things.
Yeah, and I got a DUI and a lawyer and all these different things because I was so deep in character. But this year, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay, I guess do you want to be original, whatever.
And the ankle monitor will go off.
Yeah.
Try to
don't
do the
remind
DUI
me
thing again.
It's so noisy at your place when we walk too far.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But Dr. London, what have you been thinking about Halloween at all? Have you been thinking about what you're going to dress as? Yeah,
for Christmas last year, I asked for Halloween stuff just so I wouldn't have to think about it. So last year what I did, and just I want to make sure to get as far away from it as possible. Last year I went, and there was a girl who was flirty with me, and then we interacted, had some drinks, and then I woke up on Halloween, like in a dirty basement, with my I was just tied up, and so
you got hostiled.
Yeah. But I found the kidney. Like they were cutting stuff, but I found it. So yeah, no harm, no foul. But anyway, so this year I think I want to have less surgery and more clothes for my costume.
Yeah. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Lennon, I'm thinking, a big part of our personalities and podcasts is that we're kind of on the cutting edge.
Mm-hmm.
We're irreverent, we
we're tech guys.
The distance, and we're tech guys.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, what if this is crazy, but listen to me. What if you dressed up as Jeff Bezos?
Okay.
Jeffrey Bezos.
And I feel like him in a bathrobe. Is there some alliteration there? Bezno in a bathrobe?
Oh, wow. That's really good.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to get a haircut for it. I'll shave my head, I guess, because that's his thing, right? Like, he's super into hair loss.
The thing is that, I think he just really, really loves, being able to reflect light into people's eyes off of his head.
Power move.
Like with a watch or something.
Power move.
Oh, yeah. That's the only reason Amazon exists is because he blinds people in the boardroom and then they can't vote properly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I know you suggested it, and I'm already kind of commandeering it feels like. There's another tech guy that I know of who you might want to emulate. So this guy's a surfer. He recently he came out with these glasses he's excited about. And it's a fake book guy. He has this website, and the website's cutting edge. Like it's all the college kids it's a college kid thing. And it's a book, but it's on the internet, and you can use it to comment.
Is it like Hot or Not?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's actually a copy of, like, I think they kind of stole a lot of their ideas from it, but they innovated on it. So, like, now you can post any conspiracy you want, which is what social media is for. So
you're saying I should dress up as the Winklevoss twins?
Yes, that's what yes.
Okay, that is pretty good. And maybe like a two-headed monster type. Like I'm a conjoined Winklevoss twin. Or can I just be the third, like I'm the Winklevoss triplet?
The
so that way
lost.
wouldn't have to do. Yeah.
Which this would go really well into your original plan, which was to become a Winklevoss twin and get in on that cash.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get all their crypto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, it's crypto, not cash now.
That's a pretty good idea. I'm also thinking now that you mentioned it, that girl that cut out your kidney would be a good costume. What was she wearing?
During the surgery, I didn't get to look around a lot. I was pretty strapped down, which it was really spooky. Like really, it got me. But yeah, while we were having the drinks, it was all black. Everything went black.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So I can just do that. I'll just wear just like sweats and a t-shirt or whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm the girl who cut or was at least there for this ruse that got London's kidney removed. Yeah.
And it was, man, they got me. Like a trickster to a trickster. I get it. And I fell for the prank. Okay. So so I guess we're ready for next week. Now I still do need the Hawk Tua shirt, because I might just go as that.
Oh yeah. I'm probably going to go as that as well.
Yeah,
just because
like it's a really good costume.
Well, just committing to wearing a black t-shirt and sweatpants without the Hawk Tua t-shirt is kind of sounds ridiculous. I don't even know what that would look like.
Yeah, no, I can't even. Brain is trying. I guess. I can imagine all blacked out, but anyway. So this is our producer Cameron, as I said. Also with us is Digital in the house. And later, Cameron tells me we can expect a couple of special guests.
That's right, Dr. London.
And now for today's medical topic, cystine nephrolithiasis, which is a kidney stone. So nephro refers to kidneys, and lithiasis refers to a calculi, or a hard object like a stone. And there are 4 types of nephrolithiasis, one of which is cystine nephrolithiasis. Cystine nephrolithiasis, the pain generated by renal colic, is primarily caused by dilation, stretching, and spasm because of the acute ureteral obstruction. So it's literally like having a sharp rock in the same place that usually just has urine passing through. So, clinically, patients with cystine nephrolithiasis classically present with sudden onset of severe pain originating in the flank and radiating inferiorly and anteriorly, that's down and towards the front of the body. The location of the pain can change based on which part of the urinary tract is obstructed by the stone. Half of patients also have nausea, vomiting, and because of the intensity of the pain, patients can have tachycardia, so increased heart rate, they can have high blood pressure, and they can be writhing. With dramatic costovertebral angle tenderness. It's so painful.
Dr. Lennon, I have a medical question. If my urethra is so strong that it presses these rocks into diamonds, then what would my motive be to, like, deal with it?
So I guess, yeah, if it doesn't hurt you...
Well, it hurts like hell, of course it does. You just said, you just described everything. I thought you got that from looking at me. The writhing around and the screaming and yeah.
Yeah, I get the way you had a lot of bravado as you described your ureters. So I wasn't sure. Like it sounded like you were doing fine, but you're not taking it in stride. It's actually really
painful, but this is obviously my job now. So I'm saying, like, what's my motive for even getting this fixed?
Yeah.
I'm literally kissing diamonds.
Are you, though?
Yes. I just proposed to my girlfriend last week. And I got my wife's ring re-diamond with my urethra rings. They're diamonds.
I get. So when you ask, what's the motivation? Usually it's the pain.
Okay. That's what I was afraid of. I didn't know if there was anything else that I had to worry about. But if it's just the pain, I can deal with that.
No,
I mean, work is pain. Working a 9 to 5 is pain.
There's also if it's tearing through your ureters, and like if it physically tearing holes in that, then it can make the urine like go into your abdominal cavity or pelvic cavity.
Well, I can't imagine it's tearing anything if it's being pressed so hard it comes out a diamond.
Yeah, okay. So initial tests for cystine nephrolithiasis are typically urine dipstick tests to demonstrate blood cells, with a test for bacteriuria, which is nitrite test, and urine culture in case of positive reaction, and serum creatinine level to measure renal function. Diagnosis of cystine nephrolithiasis can be done with non-contrast abdominal pelvic CT scan. This can also determine stone location and density. There are a lot of options for imaging, though. You can have renal ultrasonography as another approach that can be done separately or in conjunction with plain abdominal radiography. Intravenous pyelogram is another imaging modality, along with plain renal tomography, retrograde pyelography, and nuclear renal scanning. Treatment for cystine nephrolithiasis includes IV hydration, NSAIDs like ibuprofen, alpha blockers like tamsulosin to facilitate stone passage, antiemetics like ondansetron, and antibiotics for the associated infections, that's another reason to worry, Cameron, is you could have infections, like urinary infections.
How would I be able to tell if it's that infection or one of the many other infections I have at any given time, though?
A doctor would be please don't say I'm the doctor.
Yeah, I'm at the doctor right now. This is basically it.
Okay. So for cystine nephrolithiasis, treatment may also include alkalinizing agents such as potassium citrate and sodium bicarbonate. And stones that are 7 millimeters or larger are unlikely to pass spontaneously, and those would require some type of surgical procedure for removal. The formation of cystine nephrolithiasis can be impacted by inadequate fluid intake, so be sure to drink plenty of water to avoid having kidney stones. I personally aim to drink about 2 liters of water every day.
And where do I get one of those little, like, magnifying glass things that diamond guys use? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a little thingy they put up to their eyes so they can inspect the diamond. Do you have to get a license to get one of those things or something?
I think I'm
like
going to guess
class?
You can probably just order them, but
Okay. So just anyone can get them? Okay.
I'm not... I feel like I'm just not the right person to ask.
Okay, yeah, I can tell. I can sense that.
All right, Cameron, you said that we have some guests today. Is that right?
That's right, Dr. London. We actually have 2 guests today.
Okay. Wow, we must have been saving up or something. Well, hello there. My name is Dr. LondonSmith.com. This is our producer, Cameron. What were your names?
Who, us?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
You're the guests.
hello, I'm Gretel.
Yes.
Hi.
I'm Hansel.
Okay, I didn't know if your name was yes or not. But so Gretel and Hansel, nice to meet you. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and are you from... You have accents that, to me, sound kind of foreign. Are you from around here?
Excuse me? What do you mean by around here?
Okay.
Foreign.
The area around the boat that we're currently in.
No.
Are you from the sea or from land?
We're from land. Yes, we're from Idaho.
Okay.
Oh,
You don't hear what you're
okay.
hearing in the sound of our voices. It's pretty Idaho to us.
It's a pretty strong Idaho accent, that is for sure. Now, Dr. London, what the hell is your accent? Because you sound fucked up today.
Yeah. So I actually went on vacation recently, and I admit I try to pick up on the dialect and the culture and everything, But yeah, I was
Why would you do that?
to smuggle stuff through. You have to
okay.
pass for a local. Yeah. But I went to Canada.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And like, fortunately, the accent did become passable, and I was caught with the smuggling, but barely caught.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Those Mounties suck.
Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel, what brings you to the show today?
Well, if you cannot tell, we are conjoined twins. I know it's
So that's what brings both of you together on the show.
Yes, it sucks. I hate being conjoined twins with her.
as do I,
She's the worst person I've ever met in my life.
as him I.
As him, I.
We
We went to the same grammar school. We were forced to, okay? God.
The bigger issue is not so much the conjoinedness, it is that he wants us to be in a cult. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Okay, that's what I was wondering here. So you don't like
I'm
cults.
sorry. Am I crazy, guys? You tell me. I want to join a cult because cults like to fuck women. And I want to watch my sister get fucked. Is that weird?
It's weird.
Is it weird?
I'm the weird one. Okay.
He's the weird one, right?
Well, I'm not one to I don't want to be trying to pass judgment. I'm trying to be inclusive these days. Otherwise, this cancel culture, right? They're going to go straight after us with the virus.
He should be cancelled.
For the mind.
If I'm canceled, you're canceled. We're the same body.
Not for long.
I have a question real quick, though. You had said that you guys had to go to the same grade school because you're conjoined. If you were not conjoined twins, would your parents have sent you to completely different schools?
I would have made sure of it. Of it.
Wow.
You see what I deal with on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's not great. This is something that surgically cannot be taken care of.
Oh no. We are getting consultation. I want it gone.
Okay.
He really wants to see me get fucked, apparently, so.
That's weird. Okay, it's like seeing myself getting fucked. That's hot. I'm sorry. Okay.
I guess. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I'm kind of being convinced now. Now, is there a specific cult that you're trying to get into, or is this just sort of a general mission? You're like out looking. You're applying.
The one with it's really the one with the manliest leader that's got a real pipe on him and is
okay,
knows what he's doing.
Sense.
Or she. Honestly, I don't.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, cults are picky. So when you apply to some, apply for a few safety cults, just to kind of make sure.
Good thinking. I appreciate that.
I don't want to encourage this.
Especially this time of year, I think you're actually a bit late on it because it's the new semesters and everything.
Said get laid.
It's all he thinks about.
Said get laid on it. Laid.
Well, I just this is one of the things, people go to a cult to explore in this sort of phase in their life. They're not sure what they want to do, and a cult is a great way to sort of expand your horizons. And some people go there to kind of reinvent themselves. So I get it, but I'm just saying, you can be a transferred cultist, I guess.
And that's why we need to be separated for him to do this. He can go out, he can go fuck what he wants and join what he wants. I don't want to be there.
I don't want to fuck anything. I want to watch you get fucked.
Still weird.
Yeah, it's still definitely weird. But here, I have a pitch for you. Which one's Hansel and which one's Gretel again? Gretel.
I am the
Gretel.
Gretel.
I have a pitch here. What if you guys started your own cult that you are at the top of?
Interesting. What would it consist of?
Well, so far we know that it consists of having sex with people.
Yeah.
And then the second part is that your brother is watching. I feel like those two components are still core to it.
It's the same thing then. It's the same thing. If I have to still be fucked and watched, I don't want.
You don't have to.
Yeah, it does.
I want to make sure that it's clear that I would never say have to. Okay,
sure.
Let me make that.
We have to do a lot of things together. Obviously, okay. We have to bathe next to each other. We have to shit next to each other. I do not want to also get fucked next to each other. And I'm sorry if that makes me a bad sister.
You guys have those toilets sitting next to each other like Meghan Trainor and her husband, if you remember that story from a few years ago. Yeah, okay. No.
Yeah.
Bye, kid.
That's where she got it from. Us.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Wait, are you guys like influencers or something? Or does she just know you personally?
I don't know. You could say so.
Some people call us influers, like incest fluers.
No. Nobody but him.
That seems like you're trying to coin a
It's
hashtag or something.
I mean, I tried to get started and didn't get very far.
We are micro influencers. We have 3s upon 4s of viewers.
Okay. We've been pushing to get closer to that.
Yeah. It takes time. It takes time. We understand.
Well, and like, I think you have to pay for
Yeah, you
some
gotta
of that
pay
stuff.
for followers, but
Like-
the problem is that you gotta keep paying them every month, or otherwise they don't continue following.
Yeah. So for us, it's been financially lucrative for the followers for sure, but for us, it's been we don't have a lot of followers.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe you find way to shit next to each other too. I don't know.
No, that's not usually
Yeah,
our
that's-
situation, but I love having the option.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It's like I don't want to knock it until I try it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like I don't think I would love it, but then again.
But Gretel, let's say you guys
Yeah.
can't get unconjoined. What would the word for
Oh.
that be? Dejoined.
He joined. Yes.
What do you have an alternate pitch other than this like cult thing? Maybe a different idea that Hansel could like be up for?
Maybe a curtain. I don't know. I've been toying with a curtain.
Oh, I
idea.
meant like an idea in life, like something to do other than joining a cult. But I guess
Oh,
getting a
God.
curtain is a nice alternative to joining a cult.
I wish he could just get a real job. I wish he could just, do something good, make our parents proud. He just wants to fuck and watch me get fucked.
Wait, do
and-
you not have a job?
I have a
Oh,
job.
okay.
Yes,
He's
yes.
just there hanging out.
He's just there every day.
Well, is it remote work or is it
No,
like desk
no.
job?
I go in. I teach the children's.
Oh, okay.
He's a trainer at Taco Bell. She
No.
teaches the children's. You teach teenagers to make burritos.
Okay, well, it's still teaching them. It's still teaching them to do things, and they're
Yeah.
children. So yes, I teach
Little
the children's.
Spanish in there as well that you're teaching.
Yeah, he covers the Spanish parts, and I cover the English part.
Oh, do you get just one paycheck though for both of you working?
Yes, unfortunately.
I feel like that might be something to talk to the manager about. Honest,
Well, he
like
doesn't do much work.
if-
He just eats what I give him, and he just makes comments all day, sarcastic comments. So, I don't think that deserves
Okay.
much of the money.
Now, Dr. Lennon, I have a question for you. Is this because this situation where he is like, it sounds like thinking about sex? Obviously, that's not a normal thing. Like, the guys you shouldn't be thinking about that. It is a sin. So why does he have this compulsion to join a sex cult and think of these improper acts?
yeah. Well, yeah. As you said, it's not it's not right. And unfortunately, the government isn't strong enough yet to stop it. In the path they're going. But why does he have it? It's some people are freaks, man. I hate to like interrupt, but we've had some listeners who've had questions for us, and I was thinking, what if we all kind of try to address these questions? Okay, is that all right with you? Okay, this is just a quick one. Okay. At stay_mortified said, quote, "Are you being forced to do this against your will?" End quote. So thank you so much for this feedback. I assume they mean the podcast. And Cameron, are we allowed to talk about it? Or
Yeah, I mean, I think we've established before that this is community service.
yeah. So against
And that-
our will in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I have to put in a certain amount of hours, and I assume that's what our guests are as well. Like, guys, are you forced to be here on this podcast right now?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like you're voluntarily here?
You
Yeah.
okay?
And do you? That's allowed? Okay. Wow.
Okay. No, I just
people want to be around us, Dr. London. Sometimes people will actually like talking to us and stuff. I just thought it was sort of like a community service thing or whatever.
I don't. No. I'd like that's a good thing. That's a good thing, right? Ultimate, like if they actually feel like they want to be near us and hear our voices and talk to us. Well, this is starting to sound like the sex stuff, honestly. The interacting with us closely. Okay.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for that feedback. I hope we answered your question.
Now, I have a few questions for you guys. Like, because we have to come to a compromise, right? Because it doesn't sound like either of you are willing to accept this, like, do we join a sex cult or do we not situation. Is there a middle ground here? Like, is there compromise between these two kind of polar opposite ideas, which is do something or do not do it?
Ask the stubborn one.
Is there maybe a different kind of cult you'd be open to? One that doesn't involve, having, watching your sister have sex. No. And then you can maybe ease her into the idea of being in a cult.
The whole point of cults is to watch. Listen, time immemorial. Listen. Since the beginning of time, men have joined cults to watch their sisters or their wives or their daughters have sex with much bigger, stronger men. This has always been true, and anybody that denies that doesn't know about cults. Okay, I'm sorry.
I would join a cult that had puppies, maybe.
For the sake of fairness, Hansel, do you have any issues with Gretel that you want to vent about right now?
Yes.
Oh.
She's a bigot. So, we are the original they, them. I tell people, he always say, hey, they over there. And I said, and he got mad about it and said, we're separate people. And I was like, we're one unit, okay? We are they.
I am a they, them. I am a she, her. And he is, if he wants to be they, them, that is fine. He can do. But
we collectively are they, them, though.
Yeah, you specify I am they, them, but only in the like plural context.
Yes. But she's a bigot and has issues with it.
He is very strong with choice words. I am a she, her. If we are they, if we are two people doing the thing together.
If anything, you're her she. Believe me, I've seen her poops. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, and they are very chocolate-like.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And this is a classic roast of the LGBTQ style roasts are getting better and better. But yeah, I guess because like, do you go to rallies and like pride rallies, not the other oh boy, I just added myself there. No, the pride rallies and talk about your pronouns there?
He has taken me. Yes, he has taken me. I still say she, her, and he gets upset, but I wear the fun outfits and I do my part.
I will say, Dr. London, I'm not sure. Like, I don't think wanting to watch your sister have sex falls under the LGBTQ banner.
Right. It's a plus at the end. That's what we're missing there.
I guess. I don't know. I never heard that being considered a sexuality, but I'm not educated on this subject enough.
Yeah, no, me neither. Like, it's the problem with being a cis straight white guy. Like, I have to just keep learning. It's a lifelong student life of ours.
Yeah, we're constantly learning.
I don't think it's a sexuality. I think he's just a freak.
Yeah, I think you're kind of just a perv, but that is okay. It is legal to be a perv.
I mean, isn't that what people said?
Give consent.
Okay, you talk. No, go ahead.
He always gets to talk. I talk now.
You've talked mostly. What are you talking about?
Okay,
Speak up then.
And I hate to interrupt because it sounds like you were going to make a good point there, but we do have some more listener feedback, and I don't want to make them feel left out. Okay? So this comes from @Drew_Kissings. They said, quote, You are really something special.
Thank you. I know you're talking about me.
Yeah, I
well,
assume
yeah.
usually we try to get our listeners the information of the episode before we make it. It's like a time travel-y thing.
Yeah. Which
so that
was
way
also
they're
the
able
topic
to
of-
give us compliments beforehand, and that way
Yeah.
we can sort of create a feedback loop by referring to those comments.
Yeah. I'd say also, like, there's a chance that they're referring to, like, what our teacher said about us, like, how they would put us in our own special school with special classes and special not allowed to use scissors during arts and crafts. Like, the listener could be referring to some of that sort of special, like, either way, like, great. Yeah. But so thank you so much for that feedback. I hope that we made helped your life. Okay, so we've established that you're open to cults, but you just don't want to be in the same one. One of you doesn't want to separate, the other one does. I feel like separation might actually be the key, and I hate to like put that on you, Hansel, but that seems like the thing to fix this.
And maybe you could like find someone online who would be willing to sew themselves to you. Right? So that way it's sort of a consensual thing, this and you get to live the way you want to live.
I like that.
Yeah. So I guess do we want to make a draft of the ad to put out there for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to guess one of the things you want is someone who will do all the work, like get a job and everything?
Yes.
Okay. So that...
Okay. So seeking, does it have to be a woman?
I mean, I'm not picky, but I prefer women.
Okay.
Okay, so put that in the ad. Not picky, but prefer women.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, looking for someone to sew themselves to me permanently forever.
At the butthole.
And pretend to be sister.
And pretend to be sister at the butthole. And that's sort of the headline of the Craigslist ad.
Hold on. I think maybe say it the way they originally said it, which was they were sewn together at the butthole and then the other stuff. Like you switched the wording around a little bit, Cameron, that I think could have been confusing. Like where the butthole gets involved with the sister. Like I just want to separate these things. But yeah, so
I don't know. I always said sisterhood starts from the butthole.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that sounds like very, very specific to you guys. I'm not sure that's like a universal thing.
There's literally 2 movies about it. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. What do pants cover?
Okay, I've been called out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, no, I can't.
When you're right, you're right.
Huh.
Okay. Okay, the rest of the ad. Do they need to work remotely? I'm trying to think of the other things that are critical to
just need to be willing to work because I'm not going to.
Yeah. But I do want to make sarcastic comments throughout the workday.
Yes. Very important. Very quippy.
Must come with headphones? Do you want to say that?
Yes. For me to use. Yes.
Oh, for you. Okay.
And then also maybe just at the end and maybe smaller text like must also join a sex cult so that I can I can watch you do the deed.
Right. While we're connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is essentially because we are they, them, we are together, we are one unit. I am also enjoying the sex.
Okay, well, and this is where I kind of have a question because I thought you wanted specifically to see your sister, but is it just whoever you're conjoined with that you want to see?
She pretend to be sister. She has to be do all sister things.
Or yeah, maybe your parents could adopt them.
Okay.
Stepsister. Yes, I'll have her. I'll accidentally lose her in the washer.
Oh yeah,
classic.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that's it was already a bit complicated, but now it's gonna be surgically conjoined, as well as they're gonna have to be adopted.
Yeah. And can I throw something out there too? If we're getting the adoption paperwork already, can me and London also be adopted by your parents? Because we've been looking for parents for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. They're cool.
Okay. So now bro and sis.
Maybe they can watch. Maybe he can watch you get fucked, and then I don't have to do it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Once we learn what that means,
Oh yeah, we
by
need to
golly.
be educated on the subject first because I can't really picture it.
Yeah. Is it whenever everything goes black and you wake up without a kidney?
I mean, that's what I prefer, but I'm open-minded.
Okay. Then I guess I have some concept of what it is. And if it's okay, so it's okay. Then yeah. I guess we're about ready. I feel pretty good about this. So we'll put out that ad, and do you want it on Craigslist, or should we just mail it to Santa? Because the season's coming up anyway.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Because Santa...
Is Clipper Magazine still a thing?
What's that?
Clipper Magazine?
Is that the newspaper about haircuts? Extra, there's a new haircut today.
It might be. I don't remember.
Okay.
We should cover all bases. Send everywhere, please.
All right, we're going to send it to the Clipper Times.
Well, okay, I don't want to... What if you get 3 conjoined people out of it, from sending it to multiple things? I would worry that, because you're overpromising at that point.
Oh.
Not a bad idea. I don't hate it.
Oh, you're into okay, sort of doing maybe a triangle thing, still sewn at the butthole. We can figure out the logistics later.
That is the way to approach it, I think, is figure out the logistics later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel like we've covered a lot of ground here. Is there anything that you're a fan of that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, there is someone I follow on the Instagrams. Her name is Justine Racy. She is at Justine Racy 3. She's very funny. She's great. So I plug her.
Great. Okay, so check that out. And then Hansel, are you a fan of anyone, or is
Yes,
like anyone you'd like to have attached to your butthole?
Yes, it would be Chad Kroger, Ayn Rand, and this guy Victor Olivas. His Instagram handle is Victor_Crack Cobain.
All right, well, thank you so much to Hansel and Gretel. Thank you to our producer Cameron. Thank you to Digital in the House.